Okay, we've thanked everyone. The people we really need to thank are up here. I want to thank Christy Bonder, who's made this all happen. She's been instrumental from the very beginning in making this happen. Ivana Gusen and Alice Kralova, who are people who've flown under the radar, but are instrumental in making this conference happen and making sure that all of us are here. So thank you all. I've also put up a list of participants out here. These are the ones that we brought from across the ocean and across the pond, either from India or from Pittsburgh and the United States. And I've had many, as you can see, this is a very distinguished and diverse, and dare I even say eclectic group of participants out here. And some of the participants have come to us and said, how can I contribute? I don't know why you're inviting me. And as you can see from this list, some of you have spent most of your lives working in the area of DC technology. Some of you are familiar with it and are experts to some sense of the word. And some of you, for some of you, this is a completely new concept. And you folks are probably wondering why you are here. But John, in his usual stroke of brilliance, has made sure, and we've carefully chosen each of you, because we want to not just focus on out-of-the-box thinking later on in working groups. We want to create an entirely new box. And we value your opinion as outsiders and as insiders on how we can make this happen. Because if we have to make this radically and provocative new concept happen in reality, we really need to come up with a completely new box and convince people who have not ever heard of this idea at all. And that's why we've chosen each of you carefully and value your input. So we've defined 4 working groups, and we've assigned working groups to each of you to see if you could develop thought papers on each of the dimensions of this challenge that we're faced with today. Our project vision out here is really to create a transnational alliance that can enable and accelerate the efficient and green use of green DC technology in Pittsburgh, in Prague, and in communities across the world. Overview, most of us, when we think of DC, one thinks about consumption. There are multiple aspects to our project itself. It goes beyond just consumption. We want to focus on the generation of DC power, the transmission of DC power, the consumption of DC power, and this is at one level. At the next level, we want to create a transnational alliance of people, and that's why we brought together people from 3 different continents. We want to be able to focus on some low-hanging fruit and see if we can get demonstrable results in the next year or so, and that's why we'd like to consider establishing some kind of a demonstrable project that's with a 12 to 24 month time horizon. And why are we doing this? Our larger vision is to accelerate mass consumption of DC technology throughout the world. So we put together 3 levels of where we want to go in terms of the project itself. Our objectives here are to create a closely global network and a community of knowledge. And that's what we will hopefully accomplish after the working groups this afternoon. We want to implement demonstration projects in Pittsburgh and other regions of the world. We want to strengthen and support the objectives and strategy of the Business of Humanity project by accelerating this. Why are we doing this? We want to be able to make Pittsburgh and we want to make Prague the centers of excellence for this new technology and this new paradigm. We have a very selfish reason in mind, and that's why we invited each of you. John and the rest of us, we are not at the beginning of our careers, as you can see, even though sometimes it can feel like it. We want to be able to make an impact, and at this stage in our careers, I think we want to be able to make an impact. We want to be able to give back to the regions in which we were born in, and the region in which we've adopted as home. So our conference outcome is really to develop detailed white papers that each of the working groups are going to develop in the next few months. But thank you.